but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I can't throw deep on him. His defenders are probably better than my receivers. You know what I mean? He got 99s.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, give me that.
Rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
I was on him the whole time.
First drive, first interception.
Yo, you got a YouTube account?
Last one,
subscribe to my fucking channel right now.
So here's Vic following the interception. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how it can hurt you. Vic with the incompletion there on third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Michael Vick. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Second down, Vic.
Oh, no.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Vic to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When you think about big-time middle linebackers, you do think about the strength and the force that they play with, as we just saw there from Brian Urlacher. And what an athlete. Remember, he was a safety in college at the University of New Mexico.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Calvin Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Marino sets up under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the tries for Rice, intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
He's quitting. See ya later, bro. Yep. He's quitting. Just like that. Who's next?
Me.
Who's next? Who's next?
You.
Yep, that's right.
Me.
I'm 4-1 right now. Yo, Noah.
What?
Go outside.
No. I don't want my toes get all dirty. No begging. Oh, so go get Melissa. Want to get. You guys talking?
No.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
It's the fucking Panthers. I already know what's going on. Nah. Panthers, Cowboys, Broncos, Raiders, Patriots.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded at the 2. Spins past him. That hell running right through it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down throw coming for Vic. Steps away to his left. Johnson's got it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'm talking to you.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
What?
Oh, wide open, complete.
Michael Luciano.
On the board, it's 6, a touchdown.
I know.
52 yards. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point.
37-0.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away.
Sounds good, brother.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
Is a very
hit that switch for brother.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there, 17 yards.
I just showed him it, what, yesterday? The day before that? Told you.
The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase them.
I use it.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free.
Seat's
the
back.
Collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Where you going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Vick readies to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a
I love it, dude. She'll come up to me and just start rubbing my shoulders, dude. Like,
46
I love it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw, Vick. This is caught.
This guy's trash,
and he will have a touchdown. Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Gano now to add the extra point.
Always perfect.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score.
This guy's trash, dude. Just quit, bro. Say hi to the chat for me.
Gano
They're all
to
laughing
kick
at
this
you.
one away.
Go hit that some smash button. Some smash button.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers offense
I'm
here,
at
they get
21
ready to
before
head
the
back on the
definitely before the
field.
2nd quarter.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
No, he got it. He got it.
With the 15.
Don't worry, this is my danger zone.
Way down deep into enemy
Watch
territory. A big play there for Carolina. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for
It's the danger zone. It's the danger
gets
zone.
blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Hit that switch for me? Oh, she's out there? Never mind.
And now it's 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. Needing the tough yards, they run it with a fullback. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. But they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he got great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They snap it to Moody. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough. And now it's blocked. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. To the right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
That was 2nd down throw for Vick. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 3rd and long for Vick. Man open, it's Moss complete.
Good catch,
and
Moss.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The gain of 19 and picking up the first.
My boy Moss, man.
Vick to the air again, eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. It'll be Vick once more. Buying time to his left. And this one's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way.
Oh, yeah.
So dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't
Give me 2
dwell on
seconds.
it. Just move on to the next play.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is not left-handed.
Two minutes to play.
Damn, yo, get her.
First half. Back to Foxborough after this. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here goes Vic on 4th down.
Oh, Vic!
Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back.
He ended up scoring a touchdown.
Excellent field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right.
Bye, buddy.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
You guys leaving right now?
Kicked off around the 37.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to
Fucking, what are you guys doing tomorrow? I don't know what time I'm working till.
But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Well, hit me up when you get out.
So here's Vic following the interception. Dancing to his left. Room to run past midfield. And some space here. And down to the 16-yard line.
Woo! Michael Vick!
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
From the red zone now, Vic. And it's a touchdown. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Magna Leafs, they extend their lead. Gano for the extra point.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to look deep down the field. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Airing it out for Olsen. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ray Lewis in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty.
Oh, why did you tiptoe?
As he brings this all the way.
Quit that game, boy. Quit that game, boy. See ya. Who's next? Who's next? They don't want it.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Bud. Round 2.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Foxborough.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Vic on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Vic operating on first down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw it here. Vic flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Vic, 3rd and goal. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Vic to throw on 4th down. And this will be a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 10 yards out. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Breaks through the contact. And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On third down, Newton. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation.
Take your field goal, bum.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds him there. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Throwing is Newton. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the play. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you.
He's got him in, complete, 20, 10, and this results in 6. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 76 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage, so now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Back to throw, Newton. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back them in.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Miles Jack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now Newton on 1st down. Being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Bye.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, that great field position. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A first down throw coming for Vick. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. The 30, the 20, 10, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Randy Moss, 73 yards. And the Madden Elites just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, just be aware a ball may come your way.
He gets it to Brown, complete. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on first down. Murray escaping the pressure right. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They give him a gain of 38. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Vick will look to throw on 1st down to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Michael Vick. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Flushed out right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Vick forced out to his left. That's caught at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet. And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense.
Hey, let's go!
Vick to the air again. And he will have a touchdown. Michael Vick with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Madden Elite's just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Randy Moss, 79 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
The Madden Elites offense trotting out again. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They're out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. That was 2nd down throw for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Vick to throw on 4th down. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And got his man complete. And it's a touchdown. George Kittle, 29 yards. And the Madden Elites just an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 104 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First down, Vic escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Vic. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted.